Happy Wednesday, everyone. Welcome to week 3 active recovery. Hope your intervals yesterday went well. Today we are just going to get our recovery in, so we are ready to push ourselves again in our strength workout tomorrow. So we're going to start out with some diaphragmatic breathing and then go into some stretches. So to start off, feet flat on the ground, back flat on the floor. You're going to put one hand on your chest, one hand on your stomach. We're going to do 6 inhales. We're going to go through 6 cycles. 6-second inhale, 2-second pause, 6-second exhale. Here we go. Remember, you want to raise your stomach and not your chest. All right, so now sitting on the floor, we're gonna move into some knee cradles. So as I bring my knee up towards my chest, I'm gonna support my knee and then bring my ankle inward. And I'm just gonna do a slight pull there and then set it back down. We're gonna get 5 each side. Try to maintain that same style of breathing. Big inhales where you're feeling tight. Really push the oxygen in and out. So that was 5 each side. Now we're gonna bring myself up. We're gonna do some heel sits. So I'm putting my feet flat on the yoga mat. I'm gonna bring them pretty close together. And now what I'm gonna do is just sit and slowly bring my shoulders back. We might feel a lot of tightness around our shin. We've been running a lot, especially after intervals where we're using a lot more calves and quick movements off the floor compared to a steady jog. That might have woken up some tight muscles. So now we're kind of just doing the opposite. Stretching that ankle out. Try to get a little bit further back. We're gonna hold for 20. If you wanna put your hands down, you can. I'm just gonna hold up here. Again, pass the oxygen if you're feeling super stiff or uncomfortable. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right. So now I'm pretty much just going to go into my frog position. So I'm moving my knees far away from each other and I'm just going to walk my hands forward. When I feel like my shoulders are starting to separate, I'm really going to push through my hands to bring my chest down, and we're going to hold here for 20. Let's start to walk it to the left side. You're gonna cross your right hand over your left and then drop that right shoulder. So we're stretching our lats. Just a couple seconds here, and then we're gonna walk it to the other side. Same thing, left hand over the right, dropping our left shoulder. All right, we're gonna get 4 more each side. All right, I'm on my last one, left and right. Sweet. All right, we're gonna bring it up. Now we're going into some cat-cow stretches, so I'm sure everyone has seen these before. If you've watched any of my videos, you're gonna have your hands spread, fingers spread, firm base on the ground, knees at the same width. You wanna find your neutral spine. So starting out, normal position, and then we're gonna lift our shoulders up as high as we can. And then big exhale, looking up towards the ceiling. We're gonna do 5 total. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, so now getting back into that neutral position, we're gonna start with some heel raises. So without moving your hips side to side too much, engage your glutes right here, and you're just gonna start lifting your left heel up towards the ceiling and back down. So control how much tension you have in this movement. You don't wanna feel super loose. We don't want any of our hips doing the work. We're just pulling our glutes and hamstrings to lift that heel up. Let's get 3 more. And rest. Let's switch sides. So same thing, we don't want to shift all our weight to the other side too much. Engage, lift that heel up. Want to get 5 total. It's 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, so scooting back a little bit. Now I'm gonna do the same thing, and I'm gonna do straight arm reach. So I'm not gonna go from a push-up position here. I'm just really gonna focus on my shoulders and my stability. As I plant my arms down, I'm gonna start with the left hand, and I'm just gonna reach as far forward as I can, and then bring it back down. Same thing when you maintain control of the descent, really keeping your shoulders back, shoulder blades pulled down towards your hips. Switching sides. We're just gonna alternate till we get 5 each side. That's 3, Remember, how long can you get? Really pushing your fingers away from your hips. One more. All right. So now what we're gonna do is some overhead, or we're gonna do some divers, not overhead presses. Kind of looks similar. So now we're getting a little bit more involved. So we're starting up here. You can bend your knees as you push your hips back as far as you can. And then you're gonna bend your elbows as you dive your forehead towards the floor, just swooping and then pushing your chest up towards the ceiling. You can drop your back feet if you want, but you're gonna place them back up. So you pull through your hips first as you push yourself back into this position. We're gonna do 4 more of these. That's 3, last one. And 4. All right. So now we're gonna flip over and we're gonna do some glute bridge walks. All right, I'm switching sides for this exercise. So we're getting on our back, pretty much like our glute bridge position. So I'm driving my glutes, driving through the heels, getting my hips up. And now what I wanna do is I slowly wanna walk my feet out and up. That's 1. Let's do 10 total. That's 2. I'm basically taking 6 to 8 strides out, just little steps. 4. 5. 6. 7. I'm on the creaky part of my floor. I hope my downstairs neighbors aren't home. 7. Or did I just do 7? Here we go. 8. 2 more. 9. 10. All right. So now we're just gonna rest there for a couple seconds. And all we're gonna do now is hold a glute bridge. Double leg. Ready, set, and we're up. We're just gonna go 20 seconds. That's halfway. (17, 18, 19, 20). Okay, so for this next exercise, you guys can grab a pillow or a foam roller, something that you can elevate your arms on, and we're gonna do some arm lifts. So starting palms facing the ceiling, you can get into a split position. You're just gonna bring your chest forward and adjust your mat, whatever you have, so that pretty much your elbows are elevated and it's mostly your forearms and wrists. And you can look down. Basically, starting out, you just want to sink your chest as low as you can. And we're going to hold here for 20 seconds. All right. So now we're gonna do 5 lifts each side. So ideally, you wanna try to keep your palms facing the ceiling. If you need a little bit more help, you can come further up and start here. More advanced is gonna be more parallel to the floor. So this is the most difficult, but you can see my hands are starting to rotate inwards. So I'm gonna scoot back a little bit. I'm gonna keep my head down so I'm at a neutral spine from here to my hips. And I'm gonna get 5 each side. And 5. All right. Now we're bringing it up. You can move your pillow back off to the side. And now you can either use the edge of your couch or a footstool. I have like the perfect height of one that I need. And we're gonna do some adductor work. So with this exercise, getting set up, I'm pretty comfortable. So getting set up with this exercise, you're gonna put your top leg on the couch or your footstool or whatever object you have. You can either stack your elbow right under your shoulder, lift your hips up, and hold your knee up. I'm gonna stay at this height just because I'm comfortable where my shoulders, hips, and ankle are aligned in a straight line. If you're a little bit higher, then you can go up to your hands and back down. So we're gonna hold for 20 seconds each side. So I'm gonna get into position and then I'm gonna drive up with my hips staying stable, and I'm gonna bend my knee to 90 degrees. That's halfway. And rest. All right. We're switching sides, so I'm just gonna move this guy over here. Getting my ankle where I want it, my elbow stacked under my shoulder, and we're up. That's halfway. And relax. Cool. So we can put that off to the side again. And now what we're gonna do is go into our heel rocks. So I'm in my half kneeling position. When I said heel rocks, I meant ankle rocks. So being barefoot, again, helps. You can spread out your toes, feeling more planted on the ground. No need to wear shoes for this workout unless you're not on ideal surfaces. So check your hips and just push your knees forward so they're covering your toes as far as you can. Mine might not look that far forward, but this is what I got. And back. So you might feel the stretching your calves here. If yesterday was your interval day, if you're doing it today, that's fine. Definitely get your recovery in. Let's get 5 each side. That was 2. 3, 4, and 5. Switching sides. 1, 2. And another thing about making sure that your hips are still neutral here, tucked in a little bit as you push your knee forward, is that you're really going to call out the stretch in the opposite leg as you drive your knee forward. That's 3. 4, last 1, and 5. All right. I'm grabbing my pillow again. I'm gonna place it on one side. I'm gonna face away from it. So now I'm holding both my knees at 90. My bottom arm is gonna hold them down on the ground. We're doing our 90-90 stretch. So we're reaching our arm up and over. And I'm gonna stop at my pillow and back. Let's get 5 each side. Two more. 4. Really look where your hand's going so you can open up your shoulders. Still actively pulling those knees to the ground. So as you reach back, we're getting that twist in our spine. All right, switching sides. And if you want, you can even do this without the pillow. It just kind of gives you a good starting point of how far you want to go before coming back. Because if we overreach, our knees might start to pop up. We might be compensating somewhere else if we don't have that kind of mobility through our torso. Four. And 5. All right. And the pillow can go back. So that was our quick active recovery session. Just a few mobility, corrective exercises that we can do. Definitely let the rest of your day be filled with hydration, enough fuel to get you through tomorrow. Going for a longer walk or a short, high intensity workout with about half as many sets as you usually do. You still want to get your circulation going. And that's it. So see you tomorrow for our week 3 strength day 2. Bye.